Now, typically when I talk about stocks or really hot stocks, people envision I'm talking about technology stocks or I'm talking about small cap stocks. Hardly ever do I get this excited about boring REITs. But sometimes they're not all boring. Sometimes there are REITs that you can make a lot of money on, potentially. So today I'm going to talk about 3 super hot REITs. Now, REITs known as real estate investment trusts, they've been having a really rough year, folks. In March, the sector dropped 40%. 40% as a result of the corona pandemic. The biggest issue for REITs investors is how customers pay their rent and whether commercial real estate space will be needed as much in the future, right? Really good points. Moreover, if the REIT holds real estate and that real estate value is lower, it'll have longer term impact on the value of the REIT. These are 3 major economic hurdles, and only time will tell how long it'll take us to recover and bounce back to normality. Fortunately, some REITs are not focused on traditional REIT business. For example, I talked about data center REITs a few weeks back. I specifically brought up DLR, Digital Realty Trust, which is a REIT that stores computer servers, which is massively in demand right now due to increased usage of computer power, helping people work from home, keeping them entertained, helping kids go to school virtually, and so on and so on and so on. So today, I want to talk about a few more non-traditional REITs, ones that are increasingly in demand as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. I believe these 3 companies are in the right place at the right time, and business is only increasing as a result of the pandemic. I also believe these business models will increase over time as people will begin changing their lives and adopting to a different type of business environment for the foreseeable future. The first company, Prologis, ticker symbol PLD. Prologis provides industrial properties specifically for logistics firms. So any shipping company that's moving goods across the US and across the border use Prologis as part of their supply chain. By now, most people shop online and they understand the importance of logistics to order something from US, for example, and have it delivered to London in less than a week. People understand that. This takes laser-focused coordination and involves a very responsive supply chain. This type of industry is growing substantially as e-commerce activities increase over the next decade. Matter of fact, without these REITs, it's impossible to fulfill orders at the speed that most consumers demand. The company has 3,800 buildings, 800 million feet of property space, and it's aggressively growing. With a market cap of $67 billion and a strong upside growth expected, I'm seeing accumulation coming into this stock. Price is trading above the 200-day line, and I'm betting on new highs before the end of next quarter. Currently, get this, the stock has 12 strong buy recommendations. That's crazy, which confirms it's a super hot stock with institutional traders and this time and should see more upside ahead, especially with so many buy recommendations. The second REIT on my list, and I love this stock, is American Tower, ticker symbol AMT. The stock focuses on global broadcast towers. It's got more than 170,000 around the world. Now, the reason why I like this business is because broadcast towers are crucial for telecommunication, especially in the third world countries where mobile phone and wireless connectivity remains an issue. Keep in mind, these are the same towers that are running 5G networks in USA, which will open up a whole new segment of the business. The stock currently has 7 strong buy recommendations and a 5-year return of almost 150%. And momentum levels, they remain strong. The stock is trading above the 200-day line, 50-day line, and it's less than 10% away from new highs, suggesting that traders and investors see the strong growth potential ahead. Finally, the last REIT on my shortlist today, Crown Castle International, ticker symbol CCI. The company is the single largest provider of shared communication infrastructure in the US. It's got more than 40,000 cell phone towers and 70,000 miles of fiber optic cable installed. That's a lot. CCI has long-term contracts with the biggest telecom giants, including T-Mobile and AT&T, for its mobile towers, and it leases its fiber to local and national internet and media providers. Both of these sectors are undergoing massive demand growth as 5G is expanding rapidly. This ensures CCI has long and steady business years to come. The stock has mostly recovered from its March COVID crash, and it's trading above the 200 and the 50-day moving average. I'm expecting more upside in coming months. As demand for increased cell coverage grows and 5G begins exploding on the scene, I would call this and the other two stocks as being in the right place at the right time, especially for savvy investors, who want to take advantage of logistics and communication in the two industries that are growing with substantial demand for years to come. Hope that helps.